try this, not that video. I took some requests on my Facebook page as to what topic you wanted to see covered in this video, and I must admit I got a ton of requests for foundation, and I got a little bit nervous about that because, I mean, foundation is one of those things that is so individual. It seems like, you know, like two girls could try the same foundation and it might have a completely different effect on one of them depending on their skin type or just their preference and how they want it to look. So I am going to hopefully describe things well enough for you in this video that you can figure it out for yourself, what things might work best for you and what won't. I'm going to try to get through it quickly. I feel like sometimes with these try this, not that videos, it can be like information overload because I'm covering so many products, but I'll try to keep it concise. We're going to go through different foundations for different skin types, different just preferences and appearance and things like that. First things I want to talk about are foundations for, say, normal to dry skin. Actually, this first one I'm going to recommend is something that I think can work for combo skin as well. I have sort of combination skin. It kind of changes with the season, so it's getting a little more dry now, but it can be more combination in the warmer months. But it's the Revlon Colorstay Whipped Cream Makeup. I love this so much, and I use this in my TV news makeup routine for HD. There are a few things I like about it. The staying power has proved itself time and time again. I find it extremely blendable. You'll feel the consistency to be just not as thin as a liquid makeup. So that's why I feel like it's something that can be workable for those of us with normal, even dry skin. But this is just a really great foundation, and it really lives up to the Colorstay name that it has. And another foundation sort of in that same category, it is that sort of whipped mousse-like feel, only it's in like a foundation pump here, is the Maybelline Dream Liquid Mousse. I could see this as being the type of product that might work for dry skin, but even so, even when I was wearing this in the wintertime dealing with dry skin, it made me into an absolute oil slick by midday. I couldn't believe how much I loved the way it looked as soon as I put it on, and then only part of the way through a day of wear, my T-zone looked completely greasy, and I knew it was this because I kind of was testing it out, and this was the only thing I changed. So if this works for you, great. I just could not make it work for me. It's the Maybelline Dream Liquid Mousse. If you have really oily skin, I think nothing beats Revlon's Colorstay Liquid Makeup for combo to oily skin. Even as I've talked so much about the whipped version, I really feel like if you've got the oiliest of the oily skin, this staying power is going to be pretty much the ultimate for you. It's got nice coverage like the other one has. I feel like I do have to work a little more quickly with this one as I blend it in. It's just something about it. It seems to want to set fairly fast as you put it on your face. And I wanted to give another option for people who maybe Colorstay products just haven't worked for you. MAC Pro Longwear Foundation is another one that I think has great staying power, great coverage, and it just works really, really well for me. But not that for oily skin foundations. I really don't feel like I've tried one geared toward that specific skin type that's been a total dud. I mean, I obviously wouldn't recommend Dream Liquid Mousse for anybody with oily skin because that made me really oily, but I put it more in the category with the mousse makeup as opposed to these liquids, and I just don't have one yet to tell you about that's been really bad for me, so I guess that's a good thing. I want to move on to those foundations that claim to give you kind of a luminous glow. And my Try This is one that's fairly new on the market, and I was really pleased with the way it worked. And keep in mind, I would recommend a luminous foundation, not for people with the oiliest of oily skin, because it can just emphasize that. Maybe this is something normal, combo, or dry skin might want to test out, but True Match Lumi Healthy Luminous Makeup, I really enjoy. I've tried regular True Match, and I like this so much better. I don't know if the coverage is different with this, but I feel like it's giving more coverage, and it's giving you like really nice, healthy looking skin with a little bit of that glow, but yet it's not sparkly. Like they've been able to pull off something that is kind of surprising. It's a foundation that gives your skin a really beautiful, healthy look, but no shimmer. And that's why the Not That, even though this is a foundation I think I can wear on my good skin days and still look good in, and it's not a totally bad foundation, but Revlon Photo Ready, in contrast, does have little bits of shimmer in it. And I feel like if you've got large pores or if you've got uneven texture, that makes those problems stand out. A lot of people are into mineral makeup, and one of my all-time favorite kinds, simply due to the sheer variety of formulas you can get, is Everyday Minerals. This is an older one that I have here. I really haven't been using mineral makeup that much, but I know some people are interested in this, and Everyday Minerals has a variety of formulas of their base. I think that's really cool. Also, the prices are pretty good, and if you look into the brand a little bit more, they have gorgeous blushes, really pigmented, beautiful blushes, finishing powders, highlight type things. If you like pressed, I also have a recommendation for you, because I know that's sometimes just easier to travel with or whatever, but MAC Mineralized Skin Finish is actually really nice. I'll use this with a big kabuki brush. It can be that added bit of coverage on top of foundation, or you can wear it alone and it looks really nice. The mineral makeup that I just don't like at all, and this was really a review I did years ago, and I've kept this around just for the purpose of if I need to talk about it again in a comparison standpoint, but this is Revlon Colorstay Mineral Foundation. It claims 16 hours of wear. It is not even close to that. It's got a ridiculous little tiny brush that comes out of here that can't buff anything out. This is not the Revlon Colorstay Aqua Foundation that's out there, but this is just Revlon Colorstay Mineral Makeup, and I would advise you to not waste your money on this. For powder foundation, this is another category where I kind of fortunately don't have a not that. I haven't tried an all-out awful powder foundation to tell you about here, but I have two good ones. One that I love is Laura Geller's Balance and Brighten. I think this is a wonderful powder foundation. Again, it's not loose, it's a pressed powder. It's actually started as a cream, it's baked and becomes this powder. It's multiple shades swirled in together. I feel like it's really color corrective because there's a lot of yellow in this, and the coverage is just really great. Then I also like NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat. This is another great layering type powder foundation. It actually has a natural look on the skin. I've used it a whole bunch and I just love it a lot. That's it for Try This Not That. I hope this was informative for you. Again, foundations are one of those really tough things in makeup, kind of like mascaras, you know, and that what somebody loves over here, another person might not love so much. I think it is really important to pinpoint your skin type and kind of go from there. Luminous, glowy foundations, dewy foundations, I think tend to perform a little bit better if you've got drier skin that can handle a little extra moisture, whereas if you're oily, you want to go for things that are mattifying, shine control, that sort of thing in the name, so it's not going to make your pores, your blemishes, or any other dramas and increased oil production throughout the day. It's not going to make that stand out anymore. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Let me know what you want to see in the next Try This Not That, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.